Hey girls, so I want to do my 1 month postpartum update. Um, I'm sorry about my voice. I hope you can understand me all right. I'm getting over strep and an ear infection and a lot of not funness, um, which is why it took me a while to get my Q&A video up, but that is up now. So, and I'm feeling better. My voice is still recovering. But yeah, she'll be a month old in 3 days, but it'll be 4 weeks on tomorrow. And hold on a second. She's in the sleepy wrap. I'm wearing that right now, and it's really loose so that she can nurse in there. So she has the option right now. But anyways, yeah. So it's almost a month, and I have the time now. So now is the vlog. So I'm feeling really well. I feel almost 100% as far as like pain and all of that, except for my headache and nasty illnesses that I've had this week. And actually postpartum with my son, same thing happened. And I've only left the house twice. So yeah, I guess my immune system just like bottoms out after I give birth or something. But anyways, I'm happy to say that Connor was starting to get what I got, and I gave him like a sippy of breast milk, and he was better the next day. And Annabelle's had a couple sneezes and a tiny, tiny little cough. I hear her cough like 2 or 3 times a day. But other than that, the breast milk seems to be keeping my family healthy, so that's good. Yeah, so anyways, pain is pretty non-existent. I do have the stitches still there. It hasn't dissolved yet. I was supposed to have my postpartum appointment on Wednesday, but I called and canceled it because I didn't want to expose all the other pregnant ladies to strep. So I don't go till December 30th now for my postpartum checkup, and that's just because the holidays and my doctor has a week off, and I really want to follow up with her. I don't want to see the other doctor, so I'm waiting. But yeah, my husband, he's back to work now. He stayed home for 3 weeks, so it was his first week back. He's done for the week now, so he'll be home all weekend, which is exciting. And yeah, just in general, we're doing well. It's really strange because when I had my son, it was a big life adjustment. My schedule was not my own. I had to answer to him, like when he cried, I had to drop whatever I was doing. At night, if he was asleep and I was still up screwing around doing whatever, I would have to go and take care of him. And during the day, it was his time, not my time anymore. And that was an adjustment. But this time, I still have my son to take care of. I don't have any time to myself. So it's not really been an adjustment having her. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, for me, it's just as easy to take care of 2 as it is to take care of 1. I don't know. The only thing that's difficult is finding time to do my work. My work at home work. It takes me like 2 or 3 times as long now. I'll get my computer up and working, and then Connor will need apple juice, and then Annabelle will poop, and then Connor takes his nap, which is great. He's a good napper. He's napping right now, but and then I only have to take care of her and kind of hold her and get my work done. And so that's the only thing that has been challenging, is figuring out how to get that done. So I've asked for a reduction in the amount of work I accept, and it's working out okay. So I'm guessing when she starts napping a little better and sleeping longer at night and I'm more rested, it'll get easier. But yeah, things are going great. Connor, he loves just to be a little helper. every time I change her diaper, he runs over and he grabs me a new diaper, and he'll pull out a couple wipes and give them to me, and he's just so excited to help, and he gives her kisses all the time, and his acting out with my husband and I has calmed down quite a bit. He'll still get a little whiny, but now if the baby cries, he's like, "Uh-oh, baby crying." And he wants us to stop her crying. Like, he's worried about her. So there's no like, pay attention to me, don't go take care of the baby, none of that. He's a good big brother. So that's exciting because you never know how your child will react. Yeah, so breastfeeding is going okay. I just, I have a feeling I'm not going to make it as long this time, actually, like, nursing at the breast, but we'll see. My son, he was a businessman. When he was hungry, he would eat, he would be done eating, and that was it until 3 or 4 hours later when he wanted to eat again. And it took 20 minutes to feed him, and he was happy. And she is like a little gourmet nurser. Like, she wants to eat all the time. Like, she'll take one breast. He'll take her, she's still pretty quick nurser, like 10 minutes or so. And then she pulls away, and then if I try to get her to finish, like, I'll burp her and try to put her back on so she finishes eating, she's not interested. She'll, like, bat it away or turn her head. She doesn't want it. But then 20 minutes later, she's hungry again. And it's been a struggle getting her to actually have a full meal at one time. And my milk lets down pretty forcefully, so I know, like, there's a pretty fast flow. So it's not like she gets tired because it's too much work or anything like that. So it just, I don't know. We're exclusively still nursing. She's not had formula, so it's just really tiring having to feed her all the time. And I'm sure, like, a lot of babies are like that. I'm just hoping as their tummy grows and she gets a little bit older, she'll start taking more at once and being satisfied. I know my supply is fine because if she misses a feed and I pump, I get like 7 to 8 ounces, like 3.5 to 4 ounces on each side. So that's not the issue. And because I have so much milk, she usually, I'll have her drain one breast, a feeding, to try to get her to get that hind milk that will fill her up. And when I was doing both sides, she was having green poos, which tells me she got way too much foremilk and not enough hind milk. And foremilk is the first part of the milk that when you let down, that's your foremilk. And it's, I'm just saying this for anybody who doesn't know, it's more like watery and it quenches their thirst. And then the hind milk comes at the end of the feeding, and it's much higher in calories and fat, and it's the dinner part of the meal. So if they only nurse a short period of time on one breast, then they're only going to get that foremilk. So usually I'll give her one breast for 2 hours, and then the next 2 hours she'll get the other side. So that I am sure she's getting all of the milk. So yeah, I have like 4 bottles pumped in the fridge, and we do try to give her a bottle sometimes so I can, well, I've only been out of the house twice, but sometimes I just get touched out from nursing so long, like so much of my day. I'll say, I'll give my husband the bottle, try to get her to have this bottle, and I'll go pump, and that only takes me like 5 minutes. I pump really well. If I want to let down more than once, I might spend 15 minutes pumping, but I don't know. I've breastfed before, so my body knows what to do. So it is so much faster for me just to pump and then hand the bottle to my husband and say, here, you feed her on and off for the next 2 hours with this bottle. And she does the same thing with the bottle. She'll take a little bit and whatever. The good thing about a bottle is you get all the foremilk and hind milk together, so you can kind of swirl it together in the bottle, and then she gets a good mix of both in the feeding. But my biggest complaint, I guess, and it's not even a complaint, but the biggest adjustment has been breastfeeding. And, I know every kid's different. My son, he was a lot easier to breastfeed than she is. So I'm kind of anxious to see if she changes or what. But one funny thing, when we do give her a bottle, she is very, very particular. She'll gag and flip the bottle with her tongue out of the mouth. If it's not perfect body temperature, when you kind of shake it and test it on your arm, if you can feel the milk, she's not going to take it. It has to be the same temperature as my arm. And when it is body temperature, you shake it on your arm, you shouldn't feel it because it's the same temperature as your skin. If it's too hot or too cold, she gags. So we thought, oh, she's not going to take a bottle. No, she'll take a bottle. Just it has to be the perfect temperature. So that's been interesting. And yeah, that's really the only baby postpartum updates of anything going on. Let me think. Our pediatrician is a family member, and so he wants us to bring our children in minimally when they're young, so they don't get exposed to things in the office, so that we don't have a 1-month appointment. I just kind of have a standing order to call him when anything comes up if I have questions. The next appointment will be at 8 weeks, and we'll be vaccinating then. And I'm not sure what vaccinations we'll do yet. My son, he's caught up on everything we're giving him. We didn't do the chickenpox vaccine with him, and rotavirus, I think we didn't do that one. So, yeah, that's our update. I want to do a measurement, but I have this whole carrier on me. It's not. If you guys want to see the sleepy wrap, here it is. It crosses in the back, and then you can see I have her kind of sideways right now because she has the option to nurse, like I was telling you. But when she is done nursing, I'll retie this so she's more sitting up like that. You can see it is hands-free, very discreet nursing. It's the same idea as the Moby wrap. It's the same difference. And actually, I heard Sleepy Wrap is not a company anymore. It was bought by some other company, but any wrap carrier that has stretchy material is going to be like this. Mostly, you get the idea anyways. This is good for when they're little, and then I have an Ergo for when they get older. So, and if you miss your baby belly, if you miss that feeling of being pregnant, strap your baby in one of these and you'll feel like you have your tummy again. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions, and thanks for watching. I'll probably maybe do another video before Christmas, but if I don't, I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas and Happy New Year. And yeah, that's it. So I will talk to you later. Bye, girls.